I love Byzantium.
I see.
Anti-Cleo's energizing voice.
Ooh, down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
I love Byzantium.
C&P Borsworth.
Oh, Captain, you see those fine clothes Miss Jolliker made for me? Are we gonna get...
Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. And air that's good for what else?
What's gone into Block Market?
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Hill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
You must...
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
I can take a hint.
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been... There you go again, Captain. Always met. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not...
The last few years have been a bloody haze. Right? Yep, we're a pair.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so... But you can't just... We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over... She's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't...
We thought you were...
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have...
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many...
Why did you...
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl design...
One of a kind.
That led to your tragic death when...
It was quite the story.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that...
Yes, about...
Quiet.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Fine. Let's talk outside.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Could you please leave quietly now?
What in the I didn't like how things went down either, but did you have to go... Me being mad doesn't mean I want... You're on your own now. Consider my debt to you forgotten. It's sure better.
What do you think?
Let's talk outside.
That wasn't very nice. I want somebody to do something mean. Something so.
Can we talk? Can you believe? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yes. I wanted them to get upset. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Now, getting back, Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big... Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red. I'm not hurt. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got to... Hey, the last thing I want to do is sit around thinking about all this. Wait a second. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. I'll make money without doing a thing. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do... Something like...
What's up, y'all? Hey there, folk.
Anti-Creo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, made dairy-free, nut-free.
I guess we're going to call for it.
Ooh, down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the... corporate freighters.
Anti-Creo's energizing ointment.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposed...
My dear fellow.
Rizzo's
All right,
Purple Berry
how does
Punch.
this sound?
You want a punch? We've got you. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
If you could just leave me back at the ship, I'm sure there's something ought to be fixing now.
Where are we at?
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go... No, don't question yourself. Just, we gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And 'cause... See? Now go in there, find your mark.
Sorry, wanna...
Well, here to stop us at last. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist! You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Are we on camera now?
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajack, staring one another down across the void of space. What indeed? I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with 10. I've been waiting for 5 years now. Yes, I have this whole port wired. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole...
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize it.
Quiet. You're supposed... I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waiver. Line. Never mind, I think that's seen. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage. Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. Move along. Maybe we need more guns. Bigger guns, with gold plating.
Oi, cari mai.
big-time promotion coming. Feel it.
What?
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor? Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting, Adjutant Akande has instructed me to expect someone of your description. You'll want to check in with Mr. Please don't miss your appointment. Tardiness.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority. You sure? I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. I'm not authorized to employ humor on the job. Now, let's see. Damn it. You don't have to be sarcastic. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm gonna save us both some trouble. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts. You're cleared. Go on through. Our UDL security attendant is always prepared.
What do you think? I don't have time for this. Move along.
Of course. You're that curious spacer Mr. Bedford mentioned. Just a moment, please. Madam Adjutant.
No, thank you, Percival. I doubt this will take long. Yes. Oh, I've been reading all about you. This dossier. You know the location of Dr. Phineas Wells. I'm interested. But I'm not yet sure I can trust your information. The thought crossed my mind. I'm willing to work with you, but I need to know that I can trust you. I have a job for you. One of our cartographers needs to be retired. I want you to carry it out. If you're afraid of bloodying your hand, Rachel Lockwood, cartographer for the Bureau of Exploration. She's done some sensitive work for us, but Lockwood has to go. Get rid of her. Bring me her. I'll tell you what It isn't as if we're executing Lockwood for mislabeling a river on a map. It isn't what she's done, but what she knows. The nature of Lockwood's work was sensitive, confidential, and concerns the future of... The board has a lot of problems. The absence of competent security is just one. I'm the chairman's adjutant, not his sycophant. I can't serve the board if I'm blind to our own. What Halcyon needs is people of integrity. People who act out of a sense of duty, rather than fear. Let's not mince words. Wells is a dangerous criminal, and a lunatic. I know you're eager to collect on that bounty.
We're gonna kill somebody without even knowing what they did wrong?
Keep your associates in line, Captain. I expect them to follow you. At the very least, I expect you to do better than the other freelancer. We've hired outside contractors before. There's enough dependable and competent freelancers are hard to come by. For your own sake. I'll tell you what. Let's not mince words. I know you. Excellent.
Apologies for the wait. I was personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm all... Quite so. I owe the honor of my current position to a refuge. Will there be... Personal... Ah, oh, you were being serious. Will there be an... The art of arranging stationery is a never-ending source of joy and satisfaction. Will there be...
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I only wish they weren't showing.
I tell you what. We'll check our contracts as per your request. If you'll replace the landscaping around your offices as per ours.
Throw in a clause about hosting our weekly bridge tournaments, and you've got yourself a deal.
You drive a hard bargain, my good man.
They've got to pay me for something, my dear fellow.
Welcome. Welcome to the Byzantium office of... Bureau of Exploration. Never mind who I am. Hi there. Well, hey there. What can I do? Damn, fine, you got me. I ain't a receptionist. Truth be told, I'm glad you know. Lying to a stranger. I was hired to cross off Ms. Lockwood. Thought I'd pose as her receptionist. Brilliant, right? Thing is, she ain't shown up in ages. I'll just tell her I'm the replacement. If she calls me on it, I'll kill her. If she buys it, I'll kill her. Ha! Hope you don't mind a bit of competition. Perish the thought. I don't just waltz about murdering who I please. I am... Hey, I tried to convince him to take a vacation. He wasn't hearing it. Some people's work ethic is just too strong for their... I'm gonna wait for her to return. Tell you what, you find out where she... Then we can both have at it. And whoever kills her better gets the contract. Yeah! Oh, you know how it goes. Board put out a contract, I put in a request, made a few appointments with the appropriate departments. Looked like an easy job. She's a map maker, right? What's she gonna do? Consult her maps and find a good place to hide? Knock yourself out. Let me know if you find anything.
I can take a hint.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't... If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in... Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across... Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking... We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. That slogan's a work in progress. Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass. When you find a beacon, this device records your... Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back. Hey!
Got nimble fingers, Captain.
Get away from me! Were you following me? Back off, all right? I've got a side.
Hey, hey, you found her. I'm a little miffed you didn't let me know, but all's well that ends well.
What? Killing?
My friend and I here have jobs to do. You just sit tight for a minute while we discuss how the contract calls for her maps, yeah? Half the bits for the maps, half for the confirmation of the kill. How's about I take the kill?
Hold on, okay?
Will you pipe down? We're trying to have a business... Afraid not, friend. I've carefully cultivated this reputation of mine. I always get what I'm after, and today it's her head. You must be new to the assassination game. If you talk to your victims, it makes it harder to kill them, see? It's not recommended. Didn't you...
Please, just listen.
Sure. Oh, all right. The anticipation is killing me, though. Get it? Because I...
Wait. Whatever the contract is, I'll pay you both the full amount. You let me live, and you don't...
That's a lot of bits. But, I mean, I've got a reputation to uphold. How would you feel if someone paid you to make both... You know, my friend, that's a fine point. If I hightail it out of here, I can avoid the inside of a cell for once. All right. Deal.
Thank the law. And here's your...
Right. Well, you two, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure. Yeah. I honestly hope... I swear I'll leave Byzantium. I'll leave Terra too.
Hey, Are you serious?
Oh, thank heavens.
I guess I'm gonna have to do all the...
Here they come! Please, just leave me be! You killed him. I swear I'll leave Byzantium.
You cannot pass from this location. You can not. No, never.
How may I be of assistance? Wonderful. I'll file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf.
You allowed Rachel Lockwood to walk away with her life. Do you... Don't look so surprised. You're a potential and leaving her alive complicates matters. But that's now my problem, not yours. And you've brought me Lockwood. You've demonstrated your talents. If you're ready to... I understand. You need a little... Wells had to be in touch with you somehow. Find his communication terminal and send us a tracing signal. I always reward good work. Deliver Wells to the board, and you'll be... Percival will file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Once you've sent a tracking signal from...
As instructed, the code for our secure communication channel. Oh, just a receipt for your services and my receipt for your receipt, and also a standard declaration of intent to perform espionage. Very routine. I'll see to it personally. I'm flattered to...
Do you mind? I need... Shh. The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time... Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home and is...
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between...
That place is still open? I used to study there during...
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody... Just remember? I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them. So,
here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicator. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the...
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon...
But most people don't. In fact, doesn't that seem... And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes after. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine...
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to...
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, after a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed... What is it?
We did it. We did it.
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablet. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
Hey, stand back. Of course not. The others took me out to celebrate on account of... He's basically the most important person in the colony. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to minister. Oh, he's, medium height. Oh, you definitely recognize him if you saw. That's a great idea!
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's got...
Sure have!
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful... You,
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part Purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call... Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical... Oh. I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanicals and I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear... Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka is about to release its newest color. Do you know Celeste? What can I...
You are most certainly...
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience. Please allow... Please allow...
Hey, you look familiar. Oh. Oh. Hey, you're... Wow, listen to me. I'm so... Who am I? It's not every day you get... Wow, you got like this great... Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing... I really shouldn't. I'll have the...
Nonsense. You've got another in you.
Guess I can't argue it. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like... I don't feel... I just need to sit down.
Here we go!
Spacer's choice.
Hortense yelled at me about big...
Got it. Heads down.
How'd you do that so fast? You must be our fair city.
This one down.
Keep your eyes out for visitors.
What was that? Not. Hey, soldier. You can't just wander around. Me? well, look, I don't have any visitors on file today. UDL related or otherwise. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Great work.
I don't know what you're up to, soldier. What are you talking about? Fine. But you better get out of here.
How did you get in here? You're not.
Oh, my law. Captain.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. Drugs, of course. I don't have any drugs. You should...
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this...
Will that...
Ja.
Bist du noch böse?
Natürlich nicht.
Ich hab gewünscht an dich.
Du musst das jetzt raustragen. Dass ich dann nicht mehr böse bin.
Du weißt doch, wie ich ausschaue. Du hast mich eingekauft, ich hab kein Futter und keine...
Gugu Gaga.
Wie? Gugu Gaga?
Oh.
Danke.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me up. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business.
You've been all alone in this house?
Please, whatever it is that brought you here, after seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's...
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very...
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a mess.
This is about more than bits. This is about the... Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of just... Via the Acropolis district, of course. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know the... When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman... Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate, but they need to know. What isn't on it is the real... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, once the rest of...
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hard... Perhaps there... And now, I entrust it to you. Good luck. What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever reads. When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the...
Look on the bright side, Mr. Clark. When folks come looking for those reports one day, imagine how...
I only hope someone comes looking before it's too late. It sometimes feels... That's what I tell myself. Halcyon is headed for a collapse. Nope.
You say these things like you're surprised. And then I gotta remind myself that you've been locked away for years.
If Halcyon falls apart, it will take all of us with it. Laborer and executive... Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on aside from battalions of UDL security forces, except for the bit about my suddenly coming down with stomach flu last year. That truly happened.
The Minister Clark. Hello, Minister Clark.
Sonst werde ich böse.
Okay.
Soll ich böse werden?
Nein.
Probably because I've no interest in... When he saw I meant to oppose him... It's quite all right. Are you telling... Also, they're a surprising... The board's most pressing grievances tend to feature heavily... What a...
Okay, that's it for today. Bye guys, see you next time.